Hey kids, it's Mr. Castellano again, and today I will show you how to do the daily vocabulary homework. Yeah! So, here's the daily homework. Read anything. Write down 3 unfamiliar words, and for each word, follow the Foyer method. Write down the definition. Give me an example of how the word is used. You don't have to write a complete sentence. And give me 2 to 3 examples of the word, or give me synonyms, and do the same for antonyms. You might not always find a synonym. You might not always find an antonym. But try. First step, read anything. Read the English textbook, if we have one. Read your independent reading book. Read your assigned readings from other classes. Subscribe to my blog at mrcastellano.com. Read newspapers, read magazines, read trashy novels, read self-help books. I don't care. Just get used to reading. Then you write down 3 words that you're unfamiliar with. Here's the rule. If you can't give me a precise definition of the word, you should look it up. I'm trying to do this. See? I'm reading this book, Not Fade Away, A Short Life Well Lived, by Peter Barton. The poor guy was suffering from cancer. He's dying. He wrote a book about it. Real tearjerker. I love it. So I'm reading it, and I was unfamiliar with the word watershed. It says, he reviewed the bewildering watershed moment when a child first learns that there is no such thing as a loss. So I looked it up on my dictionary app. And this is a special case. There were 2 definitions. One, it's an area or ridge of land that separates waters flowing to different basins, rivers, or seas. And another definition is it's a turning point. I wrote down 2 examples because there's 2 definitions. So one example is the Mackenzie River watershed. And another example is a watershed in the party's history, which means, as you can see from the synonyms, a turning point, a milestone, or a landmark in the party's history. There are no antonyms. Couldn't find one, so I didn't write any. I couldn't come up with an exact definition of the word terse. Mr. Barton, speaking, I need you to come to my office to discuss this with me. You have cancer. Just like that. That terse. That quick. That casual. Page 34. So I applied the Foyer method, spelled F-O-Y-E-R. And here's the definition. It's sparing in the use of words. Example, his answer was terse. No. It means brief, short, concise, and the opposite of that is long, drawn out, or convoluted. Alright, or too wordy. Here's another word I ran into. My teacher was a conceited pedant. My teacher was a conceited pedant who insisted on being called doctor. I'm a teacher. I can't even use that word correctly. Terrible. But I defined it. It's a person who is excessively concerned with minor details and rules, or with explaining academic learning. In other words, you know, one of those go-hard teachers who just cares about learning and not about the student. See, I care, man. I'm here for you. Example, he talks pleasantly and nothing of a pedant, as I half dreaded he might be, from this book. Examples are a dogmatist, a purist, literalist, a formalist, a doctrinaire, and a perfectionist. Now, I found 6 examples. I threw them all in. Why? I'm a perfectionist. See, what matters most? It's learning. It's not about following the rules and putting down 2 to 3 words. It's about learning and putting down these 6 words. And the only antonym I can come up with was down to earth, the opposite of a pedant. So, this is what your vocabulary log should look like. You're going to title it Vocabulary Log in the back of your black composition book. You're going to write down your 3 words, and for each word, 1, the definition, 2, an example of how the word is used in a sentence, 3, examples or synonyms, 4, not examples or antonyms. And if you study 3 words every school day, you should come up with, what's 180 times 3? 180, 360, 460, 540. 540 words for the school year. Well, it's going to be less since we started this on the third day of school. In summary, do your homework. Look up 3 words every school day. You can list more than 3 words if you'd like for extra credit. Make the learning of new words fun for you. Don't see it as a drag. See it as improving yourself. Experiment with new words in your language and in your writing. And play vocabulary apps like MindSnacks, SAT Vocabulary, and SAT Word Slam to improve your vocabulary. Any questions or comments? Check out my website or email me. Take care.